is News 19 at 6:30.
And thank you so much for joining us for News 19 at 6:30. I'm Christine Killemeyer.
And I'm Jerry Hayes. Well, we had a little bit of strong weather activity earlier this afternoon. For the latest, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Danielle Dozier.
Yeah, between the 1 and 2 o'clock hour, it certainly got busy out there with the weather. Had some severe thunderstorms rolling through. Right now, we are detecting just a few showers, and some of them are heavy in intensity throughout Madison County, Limestone, and Jackson counties as well. And those are going to continue to move off to the east. Wanted to show you the radar review here, let you know what it did look like over the last 6 hours or so when we had some of that severe weather moving through. Those storms were pulsing up, producing 60 to 65 mile per hour wind gusts, as well as that 1-inch hail. And here comes the latest scan with the warnings that were issued across our area during that time frame I was speaking of. And this is video from Colin Landry of the hail as it was coming through the Huntsville area. You can just kind of see it bouncing off the patio furniture and the deck there. Look at the view right now in Huntsville. I've got the camera pointing in on one of those showers looking up to the north. So pretty impressive and ominous sky. And the flags are still whipping. So we've got winds that are still pretty strong, but not as strong as nearly 40 to 50 mile per hour gusts we had out there earlier. Right now, the air temperature is 69 degrees. And if you're out walking your dog, I'd have your umbrella because we will be tracking a few showers in the forecast over these next few hours. Coming up, we're going to be taking a look at your weekend forecast because it's going to be kind of a half and half. Cooler one day, warmer the next, and then the heat builds next week. So when the 90s come into our forecast coming up.
We wish we had a lot more progress. You know, it's been a week. You know, I wish we'd had them back in custody within hours. But, you know, we just have to work with what we got. We're still depending on leads from the public, tips. So we encourage people, if you see something, regardless how unimportant you might think it is, call, report it, and let us follow up on it.
Lauderdale County Sheriff Rick Singleton says the efforts are back to square one right now after the getaway vehicle used by Casey White and Vicky White found in Williamson County, Tennessee.
The rust-colored 2007 Ford Edge was located near Bethesda, Tennessee. That's a rural area a little more than 4 miles east of Interstate 65 at the Spring Hill exit. But Lauderdale County authorities weren't aware of the vehicle's location until last night.
News 19 investigative reporter Dallas Parker joins us now in the studio with more. So Dallas, the timing of all of this makes their escape a bit more of a puzzle right now at this point, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Up until this afternoon, the search was aimed at the 2007 copper Ford Edge. We now know that car was abandoned within a few hours from the escape from the jail. So since Tuesday, people have been looking out for that car and in some cases claiming they actually saw it, but that car was actually in a tow lot. Now, the rural road in Williamson County, Tennessee, where the car was found and towed, is about 107 miles from the Lauderdale County Jail. That's roughly 2 hours away. It was called in to be towed about 4 hours from the time Casey and Vicky White left the jail, and Sheriff Rick Singleton thinks the location was not a part of that escape plan.
We're assuming where it was abandoned, and it was abandoned so quickly that they probably had mechanical problems with it. Because it was abandoned pretty much out in the middle of nowhere on the side of a county road where it would obviously draw attention and be found. Obviously, we'd like to know on it Friday. They found the car before we knew they were gone.
The sheriff said during a press conference today that the abandoned car means the investigation is back to square one, but the area where the car was found is being searched, and U.S. Marshals are checking to see if either Casey or Vicky White has connections to that area. Now, investigators also said Vicky White managed to gather close to $90,000 in cash before their escape, which gives them a little more of an option to do more. Jerry?
Dallas, thanks you. U.S. Marshals and others have been scouring the area where the car was found in Tennessee, looking for any potential leads as to which direction the two may have gone and how.
That vehicle is now in the possession of the Williamson County Sheriff's Office in Tennessee. News 19's Archie Snowden joins us there now live, and he spoke to the Sheriff's Office there and has the very latest for us. Archie.
Okay, thank you, Christine. The Williamson County Sheriff's Office tells us that the vehicle was picked up by Heathcock Towing, immediately was listed as a lost vehicle by the DW who had found it, but the towing company had no idea that they were holding a vehicle believed to be that of the fugitive Casey and Vicky White. who had been driving the tow truck, who've been driving the vehicle and saw it on the news 7 days after towing the vehicle. An alert went out about the car on Tuesday, but the tow truck company who picked up the vehicle did not see the alert until Thursday night. And Sheriff Rick Singleton said that they would have liked to have known about the vehicle sooner, but does not fault the tow truck driver for not seeing it and not faulting him for the delay.
There's no fault or blame on anyone. You know, the tow driver towed it Friday afternoon. I'm sure that he probably sees some of the coverage that you guys have provided us. Saw the description of the car, and then probably a light went off, said, hey, you know, I think I remember towing that car, and went out in the lot and found it.
Now, the vehicle was towed back here by Heathcock Towing late last night here at the Sheriff's Office. We attempted to reach Heathcock, but have not heard back. For now, we're live in Williamson County. Archie Snowden, News 19.
All right, Archie, thank you. The U.S. Marshals offering a $10,000 reward for information now leading to Casey White's arrest and $5,000 for information on Vicky White's whereabouts. The governor has also added $5,000 for each.
And this case, of course, has spiked the interest of two East Alabama sheriffs as well. Russell County Sheriff Heath Taylor and Lee County Sheriff Jay Jones both say the situation shows the importance of protocols. Next, our nation's Chuck Williams talked to both of them earlier.
When Lauderdale County Assistant Director of Corrections Vicky Sue White walked out of the jail last week with capital murder suspect Casey Cole White, no relation, she was in violation of multiple protocols and procedures. But Russell County Sheriff Heath Taylor says there's a reason it wasn't caught.
If a normal correction officer would have tried to walk him out like that, there would have been probably 10 people stop that correction officer and say, what are you doing? Why are you taking a capital murder by yourself? Why is he not shackled? All those things. Her position and role in the sheriff's office afforded her the ability for nobody to ask any questions as to why she was violating the policy.
Lee County Sheriff Jay Jones is the current president of the Alabama Sheriff's Association. He says there is a valuable lesson for all 67 Alabama sheriffs.
It's such that anyone within the system should have the ability, if they notice something is not quite right or something's not being done the way it should to be able to bring that to the attention of those who are the decision makers, to the sheriff, to the administrative staff. In this particular case, my understanding is it was actually a member of the administrative staff, which exacerbated this problem.
The manhunt for Casey White and the woman authorities say helped him walk free has lasted a week. Taylor dealt with an escape 10 years ago when 3 inmates were able to dig their way out of the facility and climb a fence to freedom. They were caught within 48 hours. The Russell County Sheriff has discussed the Lauderdale County escape with his senior staff and says there is one factor in most jail escapes.
Someone typically escapes from a jail. That's how they escape. It's human error. It's not the facility's breach. It's human error that causes the person, the inmate, to be able to escape.
And we have the latest information about Casey White and Vicky White on our website, WHNT.com.
When you're living on the run like that, it's kind of a powder keg. I wasn't ready for it to be over yet.
Vicky and Casey White still on the run, but more than 15 years ago, a similar story gripped the country. The Kansas woman who helped a murder suspect escape prison shares her perspective.
And on Wall Street, the stock market ends an unusually turbulent week with its 5th straight weekly decline. At closing, the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 99 points. NASDAQ dropped 173 by the end of trading, and the S&P 500 lost 24. We'll be back.
More than a week has passed since former Assistant Director of Corrections Vicki White helped inmate and murder suspect Casey White escape the Lauderdale County Detention Center.
And so far, little has turned up about where the two may be. So to help us get a better understanding of this manhunt, we are joined now live by former U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Alabama, Jay Town.
Hey, Jay, thank you for joining us.
Guys. Thanks.
Yeah, so before that job, you also worked as a prosecutor in the Violent Crimes Division of the Madison County District Attorney's Office. This is obviously a very complicated investigation on several levels. It now involves the U.S. Marshals, among others. How are efforts like this actually coordinated among all these agencies? Who takes the lead on something like this?
Well, you can bet the United States Marshal Service is the lead on this. Lauderdale County obviously is going to play a starring role. But ALEA and other agencies, we plan for these types of scenarios so that we don't have to, start our planning after they've already happened. Marty Keeley is the United States Marshal here in the Northern District. He's probably the best marshal in the country. The U.S. Marshals, they're manhunters. That's all they do is find bad guys. And we have two here. One thing that's incredibly important as a development in this case is that Vicki White has now been excluded as a victim. She is a suspect. And so that allows us to initiate judicial process, get search warrants for her search history, for cell site location information in Tennessee where the car was dropped, over in Florence. We can look at her call record, search history, purchases history. So maybe we can actually start tracking those drop phones or burner phones that she likely purchased. And there's a number of other contacts if they're getting help from third parties. So we are able to use those tools, and typically those are only federal tools, but they're very useful. And you can bet that this United States Marshal Service will have these two in custody within the next 4 or 5 days. But I will say, this is a very well-planned escape. This is a Bonnie and Clyde type scenario. They are armed. They are dangerous. Casey White is killed before. Vicki White worked for the sheriff's office and knows how to stand behind a gun. So folks need to proceed with caution. If they see these two, they just need to call authorities.
Jay, we've only got about 45 seconds left, but various bits of information have been shared about both Vicki and Casey's appearances, including some telling tattoos affiliated with the Alabama-based white supremacist prison gang Southern Brotherhood that Casey has. Could a network like that be helping the two stay on the run?
100%, and that will not be excluded until these two are in custody. Again, in order to pull that off, though, they would have had to make contact with those individuals. So the jail phone call records, her cell phone records, search histories, emails, things like that are extremely important, and you can bet that that's being sifted through right now.
All right, Jay Town, former U.S. Attorney, thank you so much for joining us and providing some insight. We know a lot of people are very invested in this search, and that certainly helps clear up some things for us.
We appreciate your time. Thank you, Jay. Well, at this point, no one knows where Casey White and Vicki White are, but one woman knows that's exactly what that corrections officer is experienced. More than 15 years ago, a volunteer at a Kansas prison helped a murder suspect escape.
Now, that 2006 escape made national headlines the same way this one is. Next, our nation's Dave DeMarco spoke to that woman about her life on the run with a convicted murderer and how these unusual prison relationships can form.
While much of the nation has been captivated by Vicki White helping break out a murder suspect who she had a, quote, special relationship with, Toby Dorr says her heart breaks for the corrections officer.
People were saying, you know, we don't really know what happened, and I thought, I know exactly what happened.
That's because Dorr, previously known as Toby Young, did the very same thing in 2006. She was married and running a dog training program at Lansing Correctional when she met John Maynard, who was serving a life sentence for a fatal carjacking.
When you create a situation by having female officers or female volunteers in with male inmates, all it takes is for that one officer or volunteer to just be a little bit nicer at one moment to an inmate. And, you know, things just take off from there.
She got Maynard out of the prison in a dog crate, and they went on the run, hoping to create a life together.
I fell in love with John, and I know that he was in love with me, but we didn't really know each other.
She says red flags started to pop up, but she never considered turning the inmate in. She says she now fears for the prison guard's safety.
When you're living on the run like that, it's kind of a powder keg. I wasn't ready for it to be over yet.
They lived in a cabin in Tennessee for most of their 12 days on the run.
When we came up over a hill, the whole interstate was just filled with police vehicles.
A chase topping 100 miles per hour ended with the couple smashing into a tree. Dorr was sentenced to 27 months in prison for aiding the escape. She spent most of her time in the area after her release, only recently moving out of state. She's remarried, and she and her husband have visited her former lover in prison, where he's serving a life sentence plus 10 years for the escape.
Chris is my husband. Chris and I both consider John a friend still to this day.
She's turned to writing books on how to escape prisons of a different kind.
When you are in an emotional prison, you don't make good decisions. So the whole purpose of these workbooks is to help people escape their emotional prisons.
Lessons she thinks Vicky White could actually benefit from, as she prays for the guard and inmates' safe capture.
So if she had to do it over again, would she? Dorr says she would never help an inmate escape again now, but says the lessons she learned in prison and rebuilding her life were priceless. It's all part of that story she shares in her memoir, which will be coming out next month. Danielle?
Well, we've got some cooler air building into tomorrow morning. We're going to need the jackets. It's also going to be a cool afternoon. We'll have your Saturday forecast. We'll look ahead to big time heat in the 7-day coming up in just a bit.
Now, your Weather Authority forecast, sponsored by Greenway of the Shoals. No fees whatsoever on your next car. A new way, the right way. Greenwayoftheshoals.com.
Welcome back into weather. I wanted to first start with this picture. Rachel sent this picture in, and she said her grandma wanted us to show this picture of her in front of her huge rose bush. And I just thought, how cute, how wonderful is this? So Rachel, here you go. Grandma with the rose bush. And you know, we had some weather out there today, didn't we? We had some severe storms with high winds, some hail. Right now, we're tracking some scattered showers across the area. These are forecast to continue through tonight, so I just have your umbrella with you just in case. Some moderate to heavier downpours coming on through the Huntsville area right now out toward New Hope and Scottsboro, even getting in on some wet weather here before too long, especially on the north side of the city. Gusts are as high as 19 in Meridianville, 24 in Decatur, 28 that is out in Muscle Shoals, and 28 in Gadsden. Temperatures are ranging from low 60s to upper 60s across our area after highs today in the mid 70s. And look at our dew point numbers. They're down below 60 degrees, so more comfortable feel to the air is coming in with drier air working its way in behind a cold front. Well, we did have some showers out there earlier this morning, then the severe weather, and then we have showers there for us tonight, and it'll be mostly cloudy tomorrow morning. Mostly cloudy through the day tomorrow, though, so some new model data coming in showing where we will keep the cloud cover around, it looks like. Temperatures will be cooler, the winds will be breezy, gusting to 20, and we'll have a slight chance for a passing shower or sprinkle, especially along and east of 65. So the March of Dimes taking place tomorrow, and you can expect temperatures in the upper 50s at 10 o'clock, low 60s by noon, mid 60s at 2. Then the heat is building thanks to this big ridge of high pressure, so we're looking at upper levels, again, tens of thousands of feet up. And so when we see this big ridge of high pressure, that's going to be leading to that 90-degree heat, or at least near 90-degree heat across the Tennessee Valley. Then we're going to be tracking this low pressure system. Believe it or not, this is the same low pressure system that is impacting our weather right now. What's happening is it's going to head out into the Atlantic, and then it's going to move west. We call it retrograding as we head into Thursday of next week. And as the pattern breaks down a little bit and this happens and this low kind of pushes back to the west, we'll have a slight chance of a rain shower or two coming in here as we head into late next week. You'll see that here in the extended forecast. So here's the Shoals and Sand Mountain. You can see as we head into Sunday, it's a lot warmer for Mother's Day. High of 80 out in the Shoals, 76 as we head out towards Sand Mountain. And then those slight rain chances appearing as we head into Wednesday and Friday in spots. And that's pretty much the case here in Huntsville as well. We've got slight rain chances on Wednesday and Friday. In the meantime, the heat is going to be a big story headed in to next week, but a cool morning Sunday. I wanted to point that 50 degrees out. Yeah. So that's going to be quite a difference.
A little chilly.
Yeah.
But a good weekend to get out and do some things. Enjoy the weather.
There's a lot of things going on too this weekend.
Yeah. We're going to be over at the Huntsville Museum of Art tomorrow.
We are. We've got Off to the Races tomorrow. We've got March of Dimes and then all the strawberry festivals.
And Mother's Day.
And Mother's Day.
Have a great weekend.